What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some very unusual news to share with you today. Not only do we have information on President Biden, we also have some breaking news about his son as well. Also, we have some huge changes, or should we call them pardons, by the president that is going to affect thousands, if not millions of Americans. We also have another mass shooting that just happened as well, and I definitely want to share that with you today. And last but not least, guys, I do want to share an opportunity for you to receive some free money with the Moomoo app, but we'll discuss that later on in the video. But in the meantime, guys, hey, you already know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit the like button for us. Now let's jump into the video. Well, guys, Herschel Walker, the former football player that is running for the Senate in Georgia. Yes, the mother of Herschel Walker's child says that he paid her for an abortion. Now, if you guys don't know, but Herschel Walker is a conservative Republican who's running for the Senate, and obviously conservative Republicans are against all types of abortions, which is their perspective. And it looks like he actually had an abortion of his own. And I believe in the article it talks about how he pushed the mother of his child to get an abortion later on as well. And then also lately, his particular son has been calling him out, saying that he is not the father that he is perceived to be on TV, the one that he is portraying that he is while he's running for the Senate, as well as some other concerns that are really giving the Republicans second doubts on whether or not they want to vote in favor of Herschel Walker. So again, the woman who said Herschel Walker paid for her 2009 abortion is the mother of one of his children, according to a new report that was released on this past Wednesday. And the Daily Beast, which first reported it on Monday on the abortion, said it had agreed not to reveal details of the woman's identity to protect her privacy. But Walker, who has expressed support for a national abortion ban without exceptions, denied the story altogether, calling the abortion allegation a flat-out lie, threatening a lawsuit against the outlet he has yet to file, and saying that he had no idea who the woman might be. So again, guys, this is some developing stories, and this is bringing some concerns, and the Republicans are worried whether or not they want to continue to vote for Herschel Walker. But anyways, guys, moving on, we do have a bit of bad news, and that is because another mass shooting, but this time it was not in the United States. It looks like it was in Thailand. And yes, sadly enough, it was at a child care center. Now, again, it says at least 37 people were killed in this mass shooting at a Thailand child care center. Now, guys, I know we have had a lot of mass shootings here in the United States. However, it looks like more mass shootings are starting up in other countries as well. Or at least we are just finding more about the information, considering social media tends to spread news very quickly. But anyways, guys, this is some devastating news, because we definitely don't want to ever see any type of mass shootings that is dealing with our little babies, our children, guys. But anyways, it does say in this particular article that about 30 children were at the child care center when the attack arrived. A man had been in court on Thursday, said that this was all related to some drug charges that he actually received. So anyways, guys, in the meantime, we will continue to keep those in our prayers in Thailand, those particular parents, as well as those children who were affected by this mass shooting by this Lone Star gunman. Anyways, continue to keep those in your prayers. Moving on, guys. Hey, we do have some big news, some huge news for thousands, if not millions of Americans out there. And that is because President Biden just announced of a mass marijuana pardons and calls for cannabis scheduling review. Guys, this is some very huge news, and a lot of Americans have been waiting on him to do this for quite some time now, at least 2.5 years or so. But anyways, guys, yes, we just had some breaking information where President Biden is now going to pardon all prior federal offenses of any type of simple marijuana possession. I can't say the word, guys. YouTube might flag me for it, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about because it is right here on the screen. But anyways, guys, yes, President Biden announced this on Thursday, said that he will pardon all federal offenses in regards to all small cases related to this particular participation, if I will. But anyways, it says that it would amount to thousands of pardons, which would remove a burden that may have prevented some people from receiving employment, housing, or even educational opportunities. And President Biden said that he will also ask the Secretary of Health and Human Services, Xavier Becerra, to begin a review of how this particular drug is scheduled as a drug under federal law. And yes, President Biden said in a statement that, look, I've said before, no one should be in jail just for using or possession of this particular drug. He said this in a statement on Thursday, guys, and he said, today, I'm taking steps to end our failed approach at this particular drug. So this is some very huge news, guys, especially for this particular community that participates in partaking in this on a daily basis. We do know a few states in this country have also legalized it altogether, which means that they can do it as they wish. But of course, the state that I live in, guys, Texas, they are pretty far from actually making that legal in this particular state. But I definitely commend those other states for taking these steps moving forward with approving and legalizing this particular drug. But anyways, guys, that is just some huge news that we're going to see here in the next few weeks or so and see how it all plays out. I would like to interrupt this video to share with you my new preferred brokerage account that I use for buying and selling stocks. It is called Moomoo. I recently got them to offer my family and friends up to 15 free stocks. Now, in order to qualify, all you have to do is sign up using the link down below, and that will get you at least one free stock. And then after that, deposit $100, and that will give you an additional 4 free stocks. And if you deposit $2,000 or more, you can receive all 15 stocks for free. And the beauty about this is they could be worth up to $2,000. Now, if you do sign up, please remember to keep your money in your brokerage account at least 60 days, guys, in order to receive the stocks. And again, it's free money, so don't sleep on this opportunity. But anyways, let's get back into the video. But moving on, guys, we do have some good information in regards to the invasion of Ukraine, which this particular war has been going on for about 8 months now. But it does look like Ukraine continues to make progress. And guys, if you are in support of Ukraine, you are definitely excited to just hear a little bit of news in regards to this. But yes, it talks about it right here that Ukraine continues to regain more territory in the east and the south as their counteroffensives continue to make progress. Yes, Ukraine has liberated several settlements in the south and continues to push in the east. Now, Ukrainian counteroffensive efforts picked up steam over the weekend, forcing a Russian retreat from the city of Lyman, which Russia had used as a strategic transport of logistics. The gains in the northeast and the south have eroded Russian control and countered Russian President Vladimir Putin's illegal annexation of their 4 eastern territories, in which we saw that earlier this week where the Russian President Putin announced that he was annexing these particular 4 regions. But it does look like Ukraine is trying to slowly regain access to these particular regions. Now, of course, the Vladimir Putin president is not excited about this information. And what do you know? How does he take this? Well, he decides to continue to threat Ukraine as well as other individuals with nuclear weapons. Yes, guys, Russia, as they continue to retreat on the 2 fronts, as Ukraine steps up their counteroffensives, Russia continues to make threats on using nuclear nukes as well as nuclear weapons. Yes, it says that reports have been streaming in over the last several days of Ukrainian breakthroughs that they are having in regards to the invasion of Ukraine, in which Vladimir Putin is not happy, and he continues to up his efforts in regards to saying that he is going to use nuclear nukes as well as nuclear weapons and all of the above, which the United States has been very clear. telling them that, look, if you do any type of nuclear actions whatsoever, the United States will respond, which pretty much means that we are headed towards a World War III. But yes, it says right here that the fears in Europe continue to grow over Putin's nuke threats that he continues to make. Now, nuclear experts are warning that Russian Vladimir Putin continues to threat to deploy a nuclear weapon in Ukraine, has put the world at its most dangerous area of nuclear confrontation since the Cold War. Now, the nuclear risk is that bad as during the Cold War? Well, the answer is yes, according to Alexander, which is the director of Disarmament, Arms Control, and Non-Proliferation with the Australian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, he said in a statement that back in the Cold War, we had essentially two nuclear interests trying to deter one another. We have several potential nuclear flashpoints right now. The latest interaction of these risks issued by Russia are just completely beyond their concerns right now. And while the United States officials have stressed that they have yet to see Russian movements pointing to a nuclear escalation, Australian officials provide a unique perspective on Putin's Russia given the distinct space the country occupies right now. So yes, guys, this is getting worse and worse over the days and over the weeks or so. And Vladimir Putin is continuing to get frustrated because he is not making the progress that he thought he was going to make on the invasion in Ukraine. He thought that this would be a pretty much sweep of the entire country in which they would take it over. And that is not exactly what has happened. It looks like Ukraine has put up a huge fight. But of course, Ukraine had the support of the United States as well as other countries, providing weapons to them to use in their counteroffensive towards Russia, as well as billions of dollars being provided by the United States. But of course, their country is pretty much has been destroyed. So anyways, guys, in the meantime, is regarding this particular story and this war that has been going on for over 8 months. Definitely don't want to forget about those in Ukraine, as well as those individuals that have lost their lives from Russia as well. We definitely want to continue to keep those in our prayers during this meantime. But anyways, guys, that is the latest information that we have on the war in Ukraine. And last but not least, guys, hey, federal investigators are indicating right now that they finally have enough information to charge the president's son, Hunter Biden, according to this latest report. Yes, it says that federal investigators believe that they have compiled enough evidence to charge President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, with tax crimes and on the allegations related to falsifying some paperwork having to do with a gun purchase back in 2018. Now, this is all according to a report that was issued by the Washington Post. This particular post came out earlier this week on Thursday, and Hunter Biden has been reportedly been under federal investigation by prosecutors seeking more information about his business dealings abroad, particularly income that he has received from Ukrainian natural gas company, as well as his business dealings in China. And the investigation became central to the former president, Donald Trump, back during the 2020 campaign. Now, the Post by Washington Post reported that the next step in the process is whether the United States attorney in Delaware will decide to bring forth these particular charges. Now, that office is led by David Weiss, who was appointed by Trump back in 2018, the same year that the investigation into Hunter Biden actually began. And according to a spokesperson for the United States attorney in Delaware, which they declined to comment to this particular report. Now, Attorney General Merrick Garland, who was appointed by President Biden, has made it very clear that Weiss was in charge of overseeing the case, according to the Post. And the Department of Justice did not immediately respond to the request as well. But Chris Clark, which is an attorney for Hunter Biden, suggested in a statement to The Hill that if a federal agent leaked information about the investigation, they had committed a federal felony. Now, guys, the way I read this is that if that's the only thing that the attorney for Hunter Biden had to say on this particular report by the Washington Post, this kind of tells me that Hunter Biden is probably guilty. Now, I don't know the full story, guys. I really haven't been following it at all, but just to look at the particular statement by his attorney, and all he is worried about is someone leaking the information in regards to the investigation. Yeah, that kind of tells me that maybe he is guilty because he didn't necessarily deny it in regards to this particular post. But I don't know how you guys feel, but let me know down below in the comment section whether or not you believe that Hunter Biden may be actually guilty of these particular crimes. And how do you think President Biden is going to respond to this if they decide to bring charges towards Hunter Biden? That is definitely some huge news, as Hunter Biden is the son of the current and president of the United States. That could be some very damning information. And I know this is probably not the best thing to say, but I am definitely wanting to see if Hunter Biden is being charged with these particular charges. I definitely want to see how the former President Donald Trump actually reacts in the media in regards to this, because he is definitely dealing with his own situation right now. And to see that someone he actually hates right now being charged as well, he is definitely going to have a little bit of a party in regards to this information breaking out this particular week, guys. But anyways, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But as a quick reminder, don't forget about the promotion with Moomoo, where they are giving out those 15 free stocks. If you're interested, that link will be down below. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.